Hi everybody, lighten up your life with Lisa. Positive energy, reading The Language of Letting Go by Beattie. It's me, LisaT. I'm just trying to repeat all the things I've ever said. Okay, we are reading oh my gosh, I just opened the book there, not April. We are in June. We're reading June 3rd, Clarity. Charity, not clarity. I need my glasses so I can have some clarity. Clarity. No, charity. Oh my gosh. Okay, June 3rd. Charity. We need healthy boundaries about receiving money, and we need healthy boundaries about giving money. We need just healthy boundaries, period, the end, about everything. Okay, so we need healthy boundaries about receiving money, and we need healthy boundaries about giving money. This whole program, this whole process is about balance, finding ourselves in the middle. Not too much this way, not giving too much, and not taking too much. We stand in the middle, not being too needy, but knowing we do have needs to get met. Staying in the middle, not speaking our truth, but not plowing over, bulldozing over everybody else in our life, staying right in the middle. So this comes with money too. A lot of people that are in recovery, that's why they have Gamblers Anonymous. There's a lot of people that have financial insecurities in any kind of recovery program. There's a money thing that goes along with a lot of recovery stuff. So this is why I think that this will be coming up, because about money. So we need healthy boundaries about receiving money, and we need healthy boundaries about giving money. Some of us give money for inappropriate reasons. We may be ashamed because we have money and don't believe we deserve it. See if that sits with you. Because a lot of people would say, no, I don't have financial issues or something, but or maybe they do and they don't realize that this is like a piece of unhealed inner self if you have money issues, and on either side of the fence. So let me say that again. Some people give money for inappropriate reasons. What's the motivation behind it? So I'm going to just offer to loan everybody money. Anybody that needs money, I'm like, oh, I'll loan them money, and then you end up resenting them. Or maybe you give money, maybe you give money to charity, and you think it's because you're doing it so that you'll get something in return. Or maybe you loan out, things that cost you money, or, I don't know. And then you can also, maybe you have money and you don't like to buy yourself nice things even though you can afford it. So you don't, or maybe you have money and you're scared to spend it because you're scared you're never going to make any more, or this is all you're ever going to have because this is all you're ever worth. So there's these fears on either side of the fence. There's those people that just blow money because it just, as they say, burns a hole in their pocket. And then there's the people that will hold on because they don't feel worthy enough, or ashamed. Okay, so some of us give money for inappropriate reasons. We may be ashamed because we have money and don't believe we deserve it. We may belong to an organization that uses shame as a form of control to coerce us out of our money that the organization wants. We can get hooked into giving money to our children, family members, or friends because we have earned or unearned guilt. So we could do it because of guilt. So shame and guilt, two horrible, horrible emotions that can really change the way we behave in the world, really change the way we see ourselves. Shame and guilt. Relieve the shame that binds me. There's a book called that. Guilt. So we might be giving to our children, family members, or friends because we have earned or unearned guilt. So because we have unearned guilt, because we have guilt inside us, or maybe because there's guilt that we have that maybe is kind of justified and that we need to look at. We feel guilty for behaving badly or something, so we give them money. So yeah, we get hooked into giving money to all those things because of earned or unearned guilt. We allow ourselves to be financially blackmailed, sometimes by the people we love. I know there's been people in my life that have said to me over in the last few years that I've been hanging around, friends of a friends, no one that's super close to me, but they'd be like, oh, you got the money, oh, you buy it, or they just feel, and it's that's kind of that's a real a manipulation thing, So like being financially blackmailed by somebody, and they probably don't know they're doing it. This is not malicious. I don't think anybody is ever intentionally really trying to hurt us. There's the odd person, but typically they're hurting in their own self, and they're in fear of something. So, okay, back to the reading. We can get hooked into giving money to our children. We did that. And we allow ourselves to be financially blackmailed, sometimes by the people we love. This is not money freely given or given in health. Some of us give money out of a sense of caretaking. We may have exaggerated feelings of responsibility for others, including financial responsibility. So this is that caretaking piece that we talked about in other readings, where we overdo it, we overcare for someone, no boundaries. And if you're doing that for someone, if you're financially like helping a friend, say, they never end up learning to like solve that problem on their own. You're always bailing them out. What do they call that? Enabling. You're enabling. So boundaries, I've said this in a video, back a few videos, when we set a boundary with someone in particular, typically when you set that boundary, that person needs that boundary set to help them learn their lesson. So it's really healthy for you to set the boundary, and in turn you're going to help someone else. So some of us give money out of a sense of caretaking. We may have exaggerated feelings of responsibility for others, including financial responsibilities. We may be giving simply because we have not learned to own our power. That was the previous reading. To say no when the answer is no. We probably felt it in your gut, like, oh, I shouldn't lend this person money, or I shouldn't, succumb to this peer pressure to give this person money, this family member money. Then you go up to your head and go, okay, but I'll feel bad. I should help them, and they really need my help. And what if I don't give it to them? What's going to happen to? That's all in your head. Trust the gut. Trust the heart. We may simply, Some of us give money because we hope or believe people will love us if we take care of them financially. So sad, right? We do not have to give money to anyone. Giving money is our choice. We do not have to allow ourselves to be victimized, manipulated, or coerced out of our money. We are financially responsible for ourselves, and others are financially responsible for themselves. Now, we're not talking about like 6-year-old children, 10, 12-year-old children. Well, at 14, at 14, get a job. If your kids are 14, tell them to get a job. I got a job at 14. But you still got to support them in some way. We're not talking about that. We're talking about adult children, if you're still supporting those ones. Okay, so we do not have to allow ourselves to be victimized, manipulated, or coerced out of our money. We are financially responsible for ourselves. Part of being healthy is allowing those around us to be financially responsible for themselves. When you're healthy, you help someone else to choose healthier ways too. When you set a boundary, you help someone else learn where a boundary should be set, where they're crossing boundaries in life. And if they're doing it with you, they're doing it with others too. So, we do not have to be ashamed about having the money we have earned. Please don't be ashamed of having your money. Please don't be ashamed if you have extra, if your bills are paid, if everything is taken care of. Please don't feel guilty about doing something nice for yourself. Just don't go overboard. And if you're a codependent, then you have addiction problems. So you got to be careful of that. We do not have to be ashamed about having the money we have earned. We deserve to have the money we have been given, whatever the amount, without feeling obligated to give it away or guilty because others want what we have. Charity is a blessing. There's the word of the title of the reading. Charity. Charity is a blessing. Giving is a part of healthy living. We can learn to develop healthy boundaries around giving. Healthy boundaries, even around giving. Because you have to look to see if you're going to have, if you do give to charity or to and charitably to a friend even, or to a family member or a cousin or a coworker. If you in the moment you're giving charitably to them, you're I'm just going to lend them this money. Ask yourself in 3 days or a week or a year from now, if they can't pay it back or they don't follow the rule, or the deal, they don't follow up with the deal. Are you going to resent them? Are you going to wonder for the next couple of months, are they going to pay me back? I don't know if I can trust them. They're not being very wise with their money. Are you going to have something that, that eats away at you slowly but surely? Then that's not the right way to give. It's not a good way to give. It's not being given in a blessing kind of way. It's not in a healthy way. So we can learn to develop healthy boundaries, and that starts with taking care of yourself and asking yourself questions all the time, right? Like I've said in other readings. Okay, so here's your prayer for today. Today, I will strive to begin developing healthy boundaries about giving money. I understand that giving is my choice. All about you. Thanks for watching. Peace out.